Two guys tried to enter a barking flat dressed as police officers, or impersonating police officers. They're not real police. You can see they've got caps with police written on it, and one's got a lanyard that says police on it. They tried to force their way into a flat in Barking, and the lady there was not on her own. They had buttons on them as well, including harnesses and buttons, and they were telling the lady that she's selling drugs, and they come to search the place. But luckily, she wasn't on her own, so they managed to ward them off. And they kept on saying that they're real police officers and try to talk on the phone to so-called police control, but obviously there was no one on the other end. They're just pretending. And as soon as they were getting to their car, they were saying, "We're going to our car." And when there was a bit of commotion, they started running off. And they knew that game was up. So what would you do if you get a knock on the door and see people dressed up as police officers? Most people in this country would think that they're real police officers, because not much of this has happened before, and it's just a new trend. Just look at these guys. I'm sure someone would recognize them. If you do recognize them, I suggest that you get in touch with the police and let them get hold of them. I think they need to be made an example of, because something like this is a really serious crime. If they manage to get into your flat, if you're on your own flat or house, they could just tie you up and turn over the place, rob the place, do whatever they want, even kidnap you. It's not a really good thing. It's a very nasty thing to do. Especially with a lot of people living on their own, especially elderly people, very vulnerable to this sort of crime. Because most elderly people would assume that they're real police officers and let them into their house, and they could just rob the whole place and do whatever they want. This sort of crime needs to be dealt with. Let me know your suggestions on what should be done and what the police can do as well. If they came up to my door, I would ask for a warrant. I'd also ask for their ID. And if they've got no ID and a warrant, they're no way they're coming in. And then it would be like they're trying to break in, and then it would be a different matter. Okay, say that she allowed them entry and then became suspicious after they couldn't produce any ID. Okay. I wonder what they thought that they were going to get from the flat. They must have known that there was something in the flat, some sort of money or something stashed away. Or maybe it's just something random, like they're trying to target them at random. You don't really know the full story to it. But it's not a really good thing. It's a nasty thing to just break into someone's house. Especially like dressing up as police officers. These are the people that are meant to help stop crime, and just you using that identity to try to gain access to someone's house and flat is not a good thing. Okay, have you ever witnessed this happen before? or do you recognize these guys? Leave your comments on the comment section. Thanks for watching the video.